G'day gang, been meaning to get this one uploaded for a few days, so the footage you're going to see in this one is of the iconic petrol station in Yanchep that burnt to the ground. The servo itself was built in 1967. It was a third generation family business. I was reading a newspaper article on it and they said, you know, it was the heart of the town. This family's helped build Yanchep and so forth, so it would be the sort of target that they'd want to take out if they're trying to move people out of rural areas, take the heart of the town out, and, you know, some will leave. But in terms of direct energy weapons, I'm just not seeing it. What I was looking for up there was, you know, melted puddle of steel, melted rims on cars, something with a very high melt temperature that had been melted to liquid. And I'm just not seeing it. What I saw up there looks like what you would expect to see out of burning temps of a bushfire, 600 to 900 degrees. I wasn't seeing anything at all that requires, you know, heat of 2,500 degrees to melt it like steel. I wasn't seeing it. Looks like the fire came through the bush on the other side of the road, jumped the road, burnt up around the trees in the front of the house, burnt the tree that was in the middle of the servo, and has just caught onto the actual petrol station building. I was hoping to see something like melted alloy rims, melted glass on cars, tyres popped, liquid steel on the ground, something like that to show that we had temps higher than that of a bushfire, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not going to say it was when I'm not seeing it. So look, could they have started the fire with DEWs? Hell yeah. Could they have steered the fire using the wind? Hell yeah. But I'm not seeing melted puddles of steel like we were in the Paradise fires. I'm not seeing anything like that, so I'm going to have to conclude that, you know, this bushfire was somewhat natural. How it was lit is still up for question. You know, the bushfire map I showed from a few days before was, you know, plotted on a straight line, which is sort of synonymous with something that's, you know, using a program such as a DEW, but just wasn't seeing it there, guys. So have a look at the footage, maybe you'll see something I missed, but I'm not seeing any definite conclusive proof that direct energy weapons were used. Have a look at the footage and let me know your thoughts. Take it easy. G'day gang, so I'm up at Yanchep at this service station that's caught fire, and as you can see, the fire's come through this side here. It's come all across the road here, so it's burnt through a lot of this. I mean, these trees though, all the leaves are still green on these trees. They're a little burnt at the base. Sorry about the traffic noise. They're a little burnt at the base, but all the leaves are still attached to the tree, unburnt. Same as this tree here, all the leaves are still attached. The top of this tree, leaves are still on it. Everything's burnt at the base. So this house here must be the owners of the servo. They've managed to save the house by the looks of it. Got a bit of a black burn strip on the side of the house there where there's some cables. See if I can get a better shot of that. There's a black burn strip up the side of the house on that white conduit coming out the base there. But I mean, from the looks of it, I had some people saying that all the trees around it weren't burnt, but they clearly are burnt. The petrol station itself was obviously all made out of, well, there's brick walls, but you got the metal roof. And I mean, have a look at those metal sheets, they're just folded in half. Those sheets are literally bent in half, folded over from the heat. So It's hard because this roof here is still good, but it's clearly burnt the pump over the other side there. So we'll have a bit of a scout around and I'll see if I can see anything that looks a bit dodgy. So you can see all of these poles here, somehow these power poles have not been touched, even though the fire's burnt all the way through there. It's burnt all the way through the other side there. Around the back, all the trees over the back there have got burning at the base, but every single one of these poles is untouched, even though it's straight through the middle of where the fire went. I find that a little odd. There's not even a mark on any of these poles. I mean, this metal roof here is completely untouched, yet the metal roof right there, I mean, you've got to think that if there's enough heat to bend these sheets here in half, and those sheets are literally from those sheets there up to there is about, I don't know, 2 meters. So you've got enough heat there to bend the roof sheets in half, yet these ones here haven't copped anything. I mean, you've got the direct energy weapons that'll heat up metal. So I don't know, I'm a bit puzzled on this one. Clearly the trees are burnt. You know, the fire has burnt straight through here. I was reading an article in the newspaper and they were saying how this is a 3rd generation service station, how it's the heart of the community, how the families help grow Yanchep. You know, that's the sort of place they're going to target when they want to get people out of small towns. You know what I mean? They want to take the heart of the town away. And according to the newspaper, this was the heart of the town. So now I see when I drove in here, there's a big Puma station, and that's probably owned by Rothschild Inc. He owns 2 or 3 of the 5 biggest oil companies, so it wouldn't surprise me if he did own it. So now everyone's got to go get their petrol there. They reckon that this place was insured, but underinsured, they're still going to cop a hit. So, you know, I can see the sign on the thing, DVDs for sale, da-de-da. It was more than a petrol station. It was sort of a community shop where people would meet, and they've burnt it down. So I might go have a chat to this bloke over here. He's one of the family, his family owns the place and he's a firefighter. So might have a quick yarn to him.